Yeah, I'll have to censor that out, won't I? For the kids, you know, because the kids watch this show.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Burgs and Barani show.
Burgs.
We're both, you know, reasonably sort of older blokes, and we both had a wedding anniversary this week, didn't we?
Yeah, well, you know, rock and roll lifestyle can only be sustained for so long. And then you've got to settle down and you've got to do the right thing. So Burgs led the way, and then I followed suit.
How long have you guys been happily ensconced?
Well, we 7 years.
Wow.
Actually married for 5, but together for 7. So, and you know, we're both still, and look at us, we're still doing what we love.
I'm still happy. Both of our wives are at real jobs.
Yes.
It's worked out quite well. Look, I know I'm digressing from the actual subject at hand, but I got this lovely book, which is probably exactly the wrong present to give to a guy who likes guitars. 1001 Guitars to Dream of Playing Before You Die. Highly recommended. Not real good for the bank balance, though. If you succumb to the gas.
And I actually bought that book.
Did you?
2 weeks ago.
You're kidding.
Freakish. Yeah, it's like, yeah,
wow.
Weird.
All right, let's go.
All right. So
today's subject is the Boss Flanger BF-1. Was produced between around 1977 to 1980, if I'm not mistaken, and modelled on some of their other pedals that had the same sort of casing. I think there was a chorus pedal too. You own a few of them, don't you?
Yeah, they're kind of...
there was a phaser?
There was a phaser, a chorus pedal, and I think a delay.
Right, I haven't seen the delay. I'd like to at some point. The big thing about the BF-1 is it had the Reticon chip in it, and the Reticon chip, to my knowledge, is not produced anymore, and it was basically the backbone, the spine, the brain of its wonderful sound. Speaking of sounds, this is a Smitty custom S-style guitar running through to the clean channel of that Laney VH-100R over there. It sounds like this. So let's have a look.
Just on that.
Oh, sorry.
Did you notice that he went through a few different chords to find the one that was sounded the most in tune?
That's true because I haven't tuned it up.
Yeah.
That's not bad though.
So when you play that back, just go through the first couple of chords and you'll find they're slightly out of tune.
The Boss BF-1 is a flanger. It has several tricks. One of them is the ability to flange.
So for me, like, I own a lot of these pedals, but that doesn't mean to say that I know what the little knobs do, really. Except depth.
Flange is hard to explain. You're going to embarrass me, aren't you? Okay, let's have a shot.
Can we go back to the history of the word flanger? Wasn't it John Lennon?
I don't know, was it?
I think it was John Lennon, yeah. And they were making, and they were doing that tape thing where you get the tape phasing. You know, when you play the same track on
two different tapes,
and you slow one of them down.
Yeah, you get phase cancellation.
That's right. So you get that swirly thing in that Small Faces track. You are so beautiful.
Yeah,
in the middle 8 of that, it goes all swirly, right? Yeah. So he wanted that thing. So he'd seen them do it at Abbey Road.
Open your eyes.
That bit. That bit. Yeah. So you get that on, that's it. So you get that on the tape by slowing down one of the tapes, right? And so John Lennon, apparently, this could be just
bullshit.
But apparently John Lennon said, "Oi, can you do that flangey thing, you know, where you push the flange of which is what a tape reel is called, right? A flange, isn't it? Something like that?
A head, tape head, isn't it?
Oh, we know
flanging is a result of doing it.
Right, so he's held...
Or is it... Oh, no, you might be right, actually, because a flange is actually a mechanical bit.
So he's held down the edge of the tape roll to do that flangey thing. So there's something you guys out there can research and find out where the word flange comes from. So it's that swirly thing where it sort of sounds like it's going... But these things also do other things.
They do.
as well.
They do. If I turn the resonance up, it will actually go.
Love it.
It's hard. It's a bit like,
Well, it's organic. It's kind of organic because you can't really... Okay, so now we're going into Doctor Who land.
Yeah, so it sounds like a theremin.
Sounds like a theremin. So if there was only some way that we could control that knob there, how would we do that, Burgs?
Maybe with something like something small and portable like this. Is this yours?
Yes, it is.
This is the Hotfoot universal pedal. It comes with a bike pump on the end of it. And what do? You screw that little knob thing onto the pot. So you take this plastic knob off and you shove it onto the pot shaft.
Yeah.
And then you could go.
And then can we just get some visual of the thing turning around?
Does it do that?
Yeah, well, that's
Hang on, I'll have to.
Yeah, look, there we go. That is actually turning that around. So you get this giant big pedal electro harmonics.
Tastes like 10,000 pubs.
It would have.
Ooh, that's wild. And it, so light.
Well, that would also have great application for a delay pedal to get that thing where it feeds back on itself.
I know. That could, between that and the iPad.
Yeah, you could go off. Anyway, back to this flangery thing.
World of simplicity. Yeah, back to the flangery thing. So that's one of its tricks. The other great trick is it does that beautiful policey sort of chorus, and then you get that by backing the resonance off, and the manual, which is basically the depth of the LFO, to about here, almost at noon, all of these controls, and you'll get something like...
Okay, that has completely thrown me, because I thought what Andy Summers was using was a chorus.
Well, probably was, but I'm saying that you can also do it with the
No,
BF-1.
it's exactly that.
You think?
I think he's using a flanger. Yeah, you got one note wrong there.
And then if you put the this is, you better have a look at this.
Yeah, okay.
This is Steve Painter's Buffalo FX Patriot muff, which is just a basically seriously crazy muff, and it sounds like this. Isn't that great?
Awesome!
What fun.
Yeah. So
And all it takes is a big Laney amp, an iPad, a Boss BF-1 and a Buffalo and a Stratocaster. Not much at all.
Well,
but you could do it with
that.
Yes.
You could change the knobs with
Where
that.
do you get these? I wonder how many they sold.
I don't know, but
It's kind of a niche product, really, isn't it?
well, it kind of is, and they could probably make it into something small, which I think someone has. But anyway, I've heard that sound also. Prince uses that at the end of
Little Nicky.
At the start of Little Nicky, and also at the end of Purple Rain. I'm sure he sticks it on and just gets that thing.
It's fantastic.
Going. It's really cool.
That's the
Very
BF-1.
Awesome.
We could get involved in all of the tech speak and all the bullshit. I'll show you some stills. You'll see stills pop up on the screen. You probably already have, because I've already shot them and you've already seen them.
And I just have to say at this point, there's other things we can talk about, like cooking, whiskey.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
I like talking about whiskey. I like having one or two.
Well, we can talk about that because Tasmania are making some great whiskies.
Yeah.
And they're not known. Australia's not known for making whiskies, but
But they won.
Apparently they did.
They won the big whiskey award.
They did, but we digress.
Because kids are watching this show and they shouldn't be thinking or drinking.
Oh no, it's
whiskey.
but it's about.
Otherwise, YouTube are going to make us put an age limit on the channel.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Boring.
So we've got to be cool.
Okay, no probs. Anyway, the Boss BF-1 Flanger. If you can find one out there,
get it. They're still going for about $250-$300, but they're running thin.
Yes.
And after this video, they may run a lot thinner. We'll see you in the next episode.